So today, I am so happy that Will is here with me.
Hello.
Teddy's. Okay, so he's so cute. He just got braces and he was all. I know. Oh my God, don't do that. If you're watching on YouTube, you're still adorable. I still love you. Anyway, this is the first time we're recording with his braces on. I know. I just want to announce that for everyone. Teddy.
Thank you.
So anyway, we just saw Wuthering Heights, and we had to talk about it. And I'm like, you know what? This is going to be so important for you guys. If you haven't seen it, probably for sure, this will be a spoiler alert somewhere towards the end. Like I will, right? But it doesn't matter. I feel like there's so much gold in what we're going to say. It's not going to be some crazy long podcast review on it. I just think that there's some things that came up that I see come up so often with my clients as a love and dating coach for women. And I've coached men too. It's insane that this problem that we saw in Wuthering Heights happens to them too. So Teddy,
It's a timeless problem.
it is. It's a freaking timeless problem. And Wuthering Heights, if you don't know, it's like this famous novel, right? But like Emily Bronte or something. Anyway, they made it into a movie. And what's her name? Maggie. Either way, it's amazing actors. It's amazing. You should see it. But besides that, let's get into it. What was the problem that you saw, Teddy, from your perspective, that you're like, oh my gosh, these people?
Communication.
That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
As we were watching, you're like getting so frustrated.
It's a problem with communication and making assumptions.
Yeah, making assumptions. Like it's actually so dumb. Like as we were
Like
watching,
at the end, you were bawling, you were crying, you're like, oh my God, this is so tragic.
I was
and
crying.
I was upset that this whole thing could have been avoided.
No, that's the thing. Like, I was crying, like literally, like crying. And I looked at Will. He's not crying. He doesn't cry though. Normally, it's like very hard for him to cry.
She says I'm soulless.
It's soulless. Yeah. Like what? Just side note. When we first started dating, he made me watch Star Wars because I had never seen a Star Wars movie.
Cry worthy, by the way.
Did you?
No.
Did you ever cry in Star Wars? No, be honest.
That was a joke.
You promise?
I
Okay. And so we watched Star Wars, and then he watched The Notebook with me. And if you've seen The Notebook, like, how can you not cry? So I remember crying, and I looked at you, and you didn't cry. So then I said, oh my gosh, like, is this a deal breaker? Like, do I have to dump him? Like, does he not have a soul? Like, I was really concerned. Anyway, here we are now, years later. We've been together. Wait, babe, how many years we've been together? It's
almost 19 years.
No, babe. It's 20 years we've met. 19 years married in December.
Oh, yes.
But it's 20 years
that we met in September.
September. I can't believe.
So almost 20 years.
I know.
So it was 19 years.
Okay, fine.
19
We've been together. Fine. Oh my, murder time. Anyway, back to what we're saying. The point. When we saw this movie, I'm in tears because it's such a beautiful story. I don't want to spoil it for you, so I don't want to say all the things, but it is so beautiful. But I am crying because it does feel like they love each other, these two people, but they just couldn't get it together. And why? Because freaking communication.
Right.
Yeah. And so let's talk about that because that happens all the time in your life for sure. Guaranteed. There is something going on in your life, has happened, and may continue to happen. If you have felt like, oh my gosh, I want to be with somebody and it doesn't work out. What I've seen happen is exactly what happened in Wuthering Heights. That they don't communicate. They don't tell exactly what they're thinking and exactly what they're feeling. So instead, the safer route is to assume shit. Do you know what I mean, babe? Does that make sense? Okay, so what do you...
Well, safer. I mean...
Safer, exactly. Safer, quote unquote, safer. So like, you feel... Who gives a shit? We can spoil it for people. I don't even care. Let's talk about it.
Right. It's one of those classic stories where, you know, she assumes that he isn't interested and he assumes that she's in love with someone else when in reality they both love each other. If they would just open their mouths at the right time, the movie could have been, 20 minutes.
Really, babe?
But you know what I mean? Like, again, they're trying to tell a story. I get it. And by the end, you're like, my God, if she would have just done this or he would have just said this out loud and not assume this, then, there'd be...
It is so
be less death.
sad. No, it's so sad, you guys. And not only that, I think it's so true that it happens all the time because deep down, you're scared of rejection. That's what I think, right? People don't say what they want because you're putting yourself out there and saying, I like you, like I care about you, or I love you. Like you don't want to be rejected.
Yeah, I think a bit of it also was the the relationship between the two people was a little, I mean, weird.
Okay, that was weird.
So it might not have been like socially appropriate.
Yeah.
Sort of.
No, but that still happens today.
No, I know.
Yeah, like I think that people get in their heads about, oh, like I'm not good enough for this person.
Right.
You know, I'm not worthy of that person. And you make up these stories in your head. And it all comes down to being like, am I good enough?
Yeah.
And that is what you see in Wuthering Heights too. It was so good because it just is a problem that continues to happen, and I continue to see it. And so what can you do with this as you're watching the movie? Like, this is at the end of the day why I talk about this, babe. I think everyone should see it and feel it and say, oh shit, I've been that person. Like, I've been scared to really tell someone how I feel. And what ends up happening is what happened to them. They never got to be together, you guys.
Well,
what?
Not like,
Okay, whatever. It's not fine. You want to spoil all of it? Either way, they never really.
They kind of got together.
They kind of got together, but not really full.
Not
either.
in the traditional.
Yes. No. And it's all because of fear. They're assuming things. I remember that saying. I had a teacher that told me this saying that I love. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me.
Yeah.
I remember. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I heard it different. I heard of when you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and umption.
An umption. Who's umption?
I don't know. It just sounded funnier.
No, but I like assume.
I know,
It makes more sense. I like mine better. Anyway. So, Teddy, between us, do you feel like you assume ever? Like, did you ever? I feel like that's how you and I have succeeded. Like, I feel like this is why we're still crazy.
Well, yeah, you told me early on. What would you say? You're like, my ways of expressing affection and stuff like that is, you know, through communication.
That's right.
I mean, we were just dating a few months or something like that, and you said, hey, you didn't text me yesterday or something like that, or were you thinking about me? And I said, yeah, of course, I was thinking about you all the time. And he's like, well, I don't know that. Yeah. It would be nice just to hear it from you or see a text from you or something like that.
That's right.
I was like, oh, okay, noted. And so, you know, moving forward, I was like, okay, I'll be more vocal or be more, you know, send more texts.
And you did. I know it. All it took was me telling him.
She could have assumed, oh, he's not thinking about me, and then started ignoring me, you know, as like, you know, backlash, and that would have been like, well, she's not paying attention to me. Okay. And then it could have just gone, you know, two separate ways when you just open your mouth and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. Easy.
Exactly. No, it's really, I feel like this is something that one of the biggest takeaways from today's podcast, okay, listen, is that God, you know, universe, however you want to call it, but I like to say God, whatever, can provide a beautiful person for your life, right? It's like soul connection, amazing. But we can easily screw it up. Like, it's up to us to, you know, we have free will. We can mess it up. Like, it was not like, oh, now I have my person forever and ever. It's like, no, you like actually have to make it a point to nurture the relationship and show up. And the way to do that is all through communication, authentically and fearlessly. And to be able to do that, it's like you do have to have that confidence within yourself. So by the time that I got with Will, like met him, I was in a place of knowing my worth. Like, I was done settling, and I was done like pretending like, oh, I'll just take whatever. Like, no, I was like, I know my worth. And I know what I want, and Will is aligned to that. So when there's certain things that were happening that weren't aligned to like what I wanted in the relationship, instead of me being immature about it, and because honestly, it's a lot of emotional maturity. Like, I feel like there was a lot of, in Wuthering Heights, I felt like there was so much emotional immaturity. Immaturity. And it was so, and I still see that all the time with so many of my clients. So it's like, I do think all of us are always growing and expanding. And at the end of the day, by the time I got to Will, like, I had expanded to the point of it's worth, like, I see him, I know his heart, I could trust him. I felt safe enough to communicate with him. But if I had told him I really, you know, would love more communication, like words of affirmation is my love language, whatever, and he was like, nope, not gonna do it, then I'm like, I don't, like, that's not my person. Like, I wasn't scared, you know what I mean? Does that make sense, Teddy?
Yeah, and it wasn't a huge ask. Oh, you know, I was thinking it already. Why not just say it or put it in a text message or something.
Yeah, but I don't know, you guys. I just like to keep things really real too, because, and I feel like we should do a whole other podcast episode about it. But I feel like people think, "Oh my God, like Will and Jackie are amazing." I was like, "We are amazing.
Which we are.
We are amazing." But it's so important. We would not be this amazing if we didn't communicate.
Right.
Like facts. And I brought on Will last week on my group call with my clients. I do a weekly group call. It was gold. It was just gold. And I feel like it's so good for women to see evidence of an emotionally intelligent man. Like there's so many of amazing men out there that are emotionally intelligent, I feel, right?
Yeah, true.
And, true. And I feel like men sometimes...
We're not a rare breed.
Yeah, I feel like...
Ladies.
Yeah, and I think it's... So I want you to be fearless. I want you to communicate. Give the guy an opportunity. Don't assume. Don't jump to awful conclusions. Yay. I feel like this was a good, beneficial one, right, Teddy?
Yep.
Okay, and we didn't destroy the whole movie. I feel like you can still see the movie, and there's a lot that you will
kind of similar to Romeo and Juliet.
But now you're going to ruin it. Now you're ruining it.
No, I'm just saying like the whole miscommunication thing, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Like she had tried to communicate to Romeo about the plan with the sleep potion, whatever.
Yes.
And then he thinks she's dead, so there's that miscommunication, and then so he takes his own life. I mean, it's like, and then
but I do think Romeo and Juliet were more vulnerable to each other and communicative. I feel like these people failed in that, like they didn't really fully
that's true
communicate like Romeo. Like Romeo and Juliet messed up with the miscommunication with like the logistics.
Well, there's like a middleman, right?
Yeah,
like,
the middleman. Yeah. But this was...
And there's no text messaging back then.
Yeah. What? There's no text messaging anywhere, right? What are you talking about?
In Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah, and in Wuthering Heights.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're going to go see the movie. It's amazing. Let us know if you have already seen it, and if you actually are like, oh shit, do you feel called out? Do you feel like you're part of that, like that problem where you're like, oh my gosh, I always jump to conclusions. I never ask questions. I never tell someone what I really want. I'm scared to communicate all this vulnerably. It's scary as shit. So I'd rather do like that Homer Simpson gif and go into the bushes and like disappear instead of actually saying the thing. Yeah.
Could be making the biggest mistake of your life.
You're so cute. Are you struggling to speak as your braces?
Yes, my braces.
That's so adorable. Okay, thank you for listening. And remember, it has to be crazy love or nothing. Until next time, thanks, Teddy, for joining us. Love you. Okay, bye, guys. They've underestimated all the secrets you